Hi, welcome to 3 Spoonsful by Shweta Mehra. Some recipes are incredibly special, not because they taste so good or everybody loves them, but just because they remind you of people you love and they are some of the most amazing recipes. Today's recipes is shami kebabs and it's my husband's grandmother's special recipe. She was a fabulous cook and this was one of the recipes we loved from her repertory. So let's see how to make it. For this we are using keema. You could go with mutton or chicken keema, and if you think there is a little bit of a smell in the keema while washing it, add a bit of vinegar. Apart from that, we are also going to use soaked chana dal for this. So let's get started. This recipe gets done in a cooker. So in a cooker I've just added 1 tablespoon of ghee, and to that I'm going to add in whole spices like bay leaf, black cardamom, cinnamon, cloves, green cardamom and black pepper. So all of these go into the ghee. And immediately post that you put in your keema. Just make sure it's drained well. So this is 1 kg of mutton keema, for which we are going to use 1 cup of soaked chana dal. The chana dal needs to be soaked for at least 4 to 5 hours or overnight. And this recipe is not at all difficult. It's in fact quite easy. It just takes a little bit of time. But this recipe, once you make it, tastes fabulous and it also stores pretty well. So after you add in the keema, add in the dal which is soaked and drained. Next we are going to add in our powdered spices and other masalas. So first let's add in ginger and garlic paste. You need to add in a little extra of all the spices. Garam masala, red chili powder, coriander seed powder and salt. Just give it a good mix, and there's no need to add any water. The keema itself gets a little watery once you heat it and when you're cooking it, so don't add any extra water. The whole thing will get cooked in its own juices, kind of a thing. So you can see that once it gets a little bit of a boil like this, you can go ahead and then close off your pressure cooker lid and give it 4 to 5 whistles. So that takes somewhere around 20 to 30 minutes. Once your cooker's cooled down and the pressure is released, open it and you can see this beautiful keema and dal mixture. So here it is. If you find that there is any water, any kind of moisture, just you can cook it for some more time. Of course, in an open pressure cooker, you don't need to pressure cook it any longer. But make sure that there is absolutely no moisture remaining in your cooker. Otherwise, the kebab will not come together well. So now that it's cooled down, we are going to take a mixie and let's just blend it into a fine powdery sandy consistency. It actually does look like wet sand once you grind it well. Just remember to remove the whole masalas as best as you can while grinding it. So I have removed the bay leaf and the cinnamon and as many of the black peppers and cardamoms that I could find. So here you see the consistency. This is what the texture and the consistency should look like. This is an incredibly protein rich recipe as well. Now here I have this is a little twist by our dadi. So this is boiled egg and you just squeeze a lime into it and chop up some coriander with it and mix it up together. I'm just going to put some water on my hands, on my gloves, and then we take a big spoonful of this masala, the ground masala of Shami kebabs that we've just taken. Press it down, add a bit of the eggs mixture into it and close the sides and form whatever shape you feel like forming. I'm just going to make tikki kind of a shape, so something round. And if you have any difficulty in shaping it, you just need to make your hands wet, hands, gloves, whatever you're using. So once that is done, you could of course make plain kebabs as well. I'm going to be making this one which is stuffed, and there's one more that I'll make and I'll show which is just plain. So I'm just taking a bit of the mixture and I'm just going to pat it down to form a patty or a tikki kind of a thing. So here it is, it's that simple. So now that we'll just shape up most of our kebabs, and then what I have done is I stuck the plate into the refrigerator for around 10 to 15 minutes so that the kebabs retain their shape well. Now you can heat a pan and I'm adding some oil onto it. Make sure that the oil is really hot and then add in your kebabs and fry them both sides. You could of course do this in an air fryer as well. When you're doing it on the tawa, you will notice that you get the kebab kind of disintegrates. You feel like it's disintegrating, but that's not the case. That's just normal. Your kebab is not breaking. So this is it. It's Shami kebabs, once cooked from both sides, are ready and they take this lovely color, and you can serve it with some green chutney. And they taste amazing. So do give this recipe a try and let us know in the comments if you've liked it. And if you like these recipes, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and once you subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications so that you get more such recipes every time I upload them. And don't forget to check out 3 Spoonsful on Instagram as well, and I'll keep seeing you in more videos. Bye. Thank you.